Hello guys, welcome back to Cassette Confessions. This video will look at Tots video. 2 Toms and Tinies, 1, 2, 3, go. Tots video, an interesting anomaly, I have to admit. Indeed, it's an educational brand that Ragdoll Productions and VCI put together in 1995. And it's basically to come in like the same terms as, you know, like Learn with Sooty and Learn with Rosie and Jim. Well, Learn with Sooty for Thames, of course. And of course, you know, Ragdoll did this whole thing in the early 90s with Learn with Rosie and Jim. Only did 2 videos, actually. And that was really about it, really. Until 95, when Tots TV got their own version of it. And it actually surpassed quite a few years, actually. I think from 95 to 98. And maybe from 2000 as well. They had been sort of been sporadically re-released, reissued. This is like quite bizarre because it's, you know, these videos have been reissued constantly in the 90s and late 90s actually, and yeah, it's pretty strange. It is really in my eyes when I look back on it. So there were 4 of these that they did. First one was ABC Alphabet, that came out in 95. Then afterwards there was Animal Adventures, which I briefly covered, and that was briefly on Children's Play School Favourites. Just the extra with the pig, which was nonsensical and a bit pointless, really. That was released in early 96, that was. You've also had Fun with French, basically to teach people basic French, really, from Tilly's point of view, which is, I think, one of the more highlights, of course. You know, there's always interesting highlights when you look at Learn with Sooty, of course. There will be some stuff like Be Safe as well. That's interesting. Rather than just teach them to read and count, that's all for a thing, or learn the alphabet, really. You know, you can learn to be safe or learn scientific stuff as well. I think, is it scientific? I think scientific, actually, or something. I don't know. Maybe, or was it Be Safe? Or was it Be Safe part of that? Because they reissued that with something like in lab gear types, or lab gear and stuff, really, you know, been in a laboratory, and yeah, who knows. Yeah, but I mean, and afterwards there was this 1, 2, 3. Was it? I think it was just one plus 2 equals 3 or something it was called. That was released in 97 actually, at that point. Then afterwards they got reissued again. They got reissued in 97, different artwork. Then again in 98, where this comes in. So this is the 98 re-release I've got of it, a reissue of it. Nice artwork actually, because it's very simple as it is. I mean, Animal Adventures has more of a greenish teal aquamarine type colour. This has purple on it, which is quite nice. Of course, you have ABC Alphabet, which is like a yellowish colour, and I don't know what French is actually. I think it's another. It's more like a bluish, that one. Yeah, I just realised it's more like a bluish one. Yes. So yes. So where do we go? So there's not much to talk about this really. In such cases with Tots TV and everything else, but there is one thing. The Ragdoll Show promo. So this opened up this actually has been around since 95 actually, when VCI was starting to distribute them in September 95 and stuff like that. So stuff like Bouncy Castle Novel Stories, Rosie and Jim video, Little Drum Boy, Brum, they had this promo at the start actually, at the very start. Then the warning screens come on, of course, and it's been around for a long time. I think it's like the last time that they used it. I think in this year actually, I think the last time they used a Ragdoll promo, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's a nice one actually, because I've been to Ragdoll shop in Stratford-upon Avon years ago. I think back then they reran it. It became like it was basically the orange repaint, and the logo changed as well actually. Even though this one's showcasing how it was, you know, it's a classic logo in sort of greenish olive colour, very much. Yeah, really, it's just there, sort of. At the beginning, but it's a nice little one actually, I have to admit. But the content itself is just, I only remember little tiny bits and pieces, of course. I mean, you know, there's only one little bits and pieces I remember from this video. I mean, first and foremost, the artwork of course, with a Tots TV video with the VCI logo on it. Interesting. I always remember that. I think it was a bit strange, really, seeing that. Because I always remember the CTE video releases and the Carlton videos. I never knew VCI released it, even though I didn't know that Video Collection had released videos back in its early days, back in '93. So that's pretty interesting. To my, I was shocked by that, really, at the time. But I was more shocked when this came out, actually. And yeah, very famous. The only memory of this VHS I can remember was it's the numbers, of course. When they're in the garden, there's all numbers spread around. There's one. I actually put one in the thumbnail actually of this video. So there's only sort of memory about it, actually. Like, I've seen this. Yeah, it's like one. Oh yeah, I do own this because I remember the numbers were scattered around on the in the garden for some reason. Strange, bizarre reason. And afterwards, there's count up to 10, really. Of course, takes a while to do a bit of sing-song here and there, of course, and boom, there you go. I think at the end of the video as well, there was a promo for other videos well online as well, just like a little slideshow and say, and there's more from your favourite retail stores or something like that. So yes, not sort of what I would say is interesting out of the bunch, really, because it's an educational video. It's more of a cash grab, really. And Tots TV were beloved at the time, of course. I think even though at this time, Tots TV was finishing up its TV show, actually, its TV series. And I think for this to come out, even though it's been reissued, it's been around since like 95, 96, this has. And, well, 97, actually, 97. And obviously, this came out at a time when the TV show was just going out, just going on style. Well, not going on style, just slowly going away, slowly fading away. And yeah, interesting touch there. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I've been talking about Tots video. Two Tomatani's 1, 2, 3, go. I'll just try and remember the name again. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching as always. See you for the next video, and goodbye.